Hey everyone, welcome to your daily news update. Quick, clear, and straight to the point. We have got top stories from 30th of July lined up just for you. So grab your chai, settle in, and let's get started. Global news. An 8.8 magnitude earthquake off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula triggered a Pacific-wide tsunami alert, prompting evacuations in Hokkaido and the Kurils, strongest quake there since 1952. A UN-backed IPC Integrated Food Security Phase Classification Panel warned of famine in Gaza, reporting critical malnutrition and hunger-driven deaths, especially among children. US-China tariff truce talks reportedly agreed on a 90-day extension, but US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said final approval awaits President Trump. Markets entered a turning point 3-day period led by strong US second quarter GDP data revised to about 2.9%, softening labor trends, lower yields, and seasonal oil price pressure. Federal Reserve interest rate decision awaited amid pressure from President Trump, who urged cuts after better QE2 growth and spending readings. Corporate earnings saw mixed results, wherein Kraft Heinz posted a $7.8 billion loss, Knight Davidson profit halved, HSBC flagged bad loan losses, and Glencore upgraded outlook. Dutch bank reshuffled its leadership. Mark Fred-Petro and Mark Llewellyn named global co-heads of debt capital markets DCM. Adam McInva became global head of DCM syndicate. NASA announced a near-Earth flyby of asteroid 2025 OL1, which is of a size of about 110 feet in diameter, on July 30th at 16,900 miles per hour, passing at about 1.29 million kilometers. No threat, but key for planetary defense studies. US imposed a firm August 1st as a deadline for 25% tariffs on Indian goods, blaming India's Russian oil purchases and linking to wider trade and geopolitical disputes. Trump's administration froze $108 million federal funding to Duke University over controversial race policies, extending scrutiny to other major universities. England beat India by 22 runs at Lord's in a thrilling test match, bringing India close to triumph before a tight finish sealed the win. NBA announces 2025-26 European regular season games in Berlin, London, Manchester, and Paris as part of 3-year Europe expansion plan. India news. Launch of NISAR, NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar satellite, took place at 1740 IST from Sriharikota aboard GSLV F-16, aimed at global climate, disaster and Earth observation studies. RBI tariff and trade extensions impacted sectors. US extended a tariff deadline accusing India of prolonging the Ukraine war by buying Russian oil. NASA ISRO asteroid tracking cooperation highlighted as India joins global efforts in planetary defense following flyby of 2025 OL1. NHRC held open hearings in Hyderabad addressing 109 human rights cases from Telangana, including cash, custodial, deaths and trafficking. 780 cases pending in Telangana reported by NHRC included custodial deaths, student food poisoning deaths, and bonded labor complaints. Directives were issued for state compliance. Deutsche Bank DCM leadership change reflect global investment banking recalibration with implications for Indian debt markets. Indian exports listed for 25% US tariff due to geopolitical friction expected to hit farm and industrial goods from August 1st. US corporate regulatory scrutiny led to halting of funds to universities and scrutiny over racial policies resonating with Indian higher education discourse. India's AI tech strategy under spotlight amid US-China battle, DeepSeek advancing China's release of open models while India watches global AI norms. Asteroid flyby draws attention to India's planetary defense role, reinforcing joint activity through ISRO. Trade-induced oil and tariff extension between India and US underscores geopolitical bargaining tied to energy imports. Global GDP momentum. India's economy likely influenced by broader improved global demand and easing trade tensions. Telangana State News. NHRC camping sitting held in Hyderabad over July 28 and 29 reviewing 109 cases across caste, students' rights, women's welfare, trafficking and custodial deaths in Telangana. State welfare for Brahmins. Minister Sridhar Babu announced additional funding for the Center of Brahmin Excellence CBE at a gathering in Hyderabad. ED Enforcement Directorate conducted raids in Hyderabad as a part of a sheep distribution scam investigation involving alleged contribution or corruption in procurement. Cybercrime Unit busted a 44 lakh rupee online trading fraud, arrested key suspects tied to an 1.98 crore rupee scam in Telangana. Vice presidential election. M. Lakshman emerged as favorite contender for India's vice president, a significant national level political point influencing Telangana's political dynamics. GHMC Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation launched a monsoon special civic drive targeting drainage, roads and encroachments to encounter seasonal problems. Hydra, Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Protection Agency cleared encroachments along Musi riverbed in Mosapet, reinforcing urban flood prevention measures. Medical Council warning. Doctors with unrecognized certifications will face legal action, reinforcing licensing rules for Telangana healthcare professionals. Hyderabad. Regional news. Sheep distribution scam raids by ED captured local attention in Hyderabad, implicating political procurement channels. Cybercrime police busted a 44 lakh rupee scam, arresting fraud perpetrators in Hyderabad and highlighting rising cyber trading crimes. Hundreds arrested for drunk driving in Hyderabad during intensified police enforcement. GHMC bagged monsoon safety campaign. RTI, Right to Information Commission officials in Hyderabad were urged by CIC, Central Information Commission, to respond promptly to public inquiries under transparency laws. Temple gatherings surged as thousands thronged Hyderabad temples, offering prayers to serpent deities during a regional religious event, which is the Naga Panchami. Telangana livestock scam probe. Beyond state coverage, Hyderabad specific arrests and search outcomes from ED raids made to the local headlines. And that's a wrap on today's headlines. If you enjoyed the update, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps us to keep the news coming your way. Thanks for tuning in, and do let us know if you have any stories you'd like to hear in the form of an audiobook. See you tomorrow with more stories that matter. Take care.